Because Wits Students Representative Council says it will be meeting with management this weekend. Now, this follows escalated protests at the Bloemfontein campus yesterday. Protesting students want an end to financial exclusions, more student accommodation and higher residence allowances. Shortly after a meeting with management, SRC President Apiwe Mnyamane spoke to reporter Puleli Chichi-Jones. Mnyamane began with the explanation of Friday's meeting.
Okay, firstly, the meeting did not happen. We said to them, if they want to meet us, they must meet us with our alliance partners, which are the clubs and society, and the political parties, which is SASCO, the Youth Socialist Movement, and the EFF Student Command, who are helping us as an SRC. We told them that, but they said because of they are busy all over, they won't meet us today, they'll meet us tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So it still shows that they do not have the agents, because our matters are pending and our matters are pending now. These students, they have to sleep around campus. They don't have accommodation, they are not registered. So these students will continue to sleep in libraries, they'll be sleeping in our offices, SRC offices. So after tomorrow's meeting with management, we will then give an updated response.
Do we have a sense of who will be part of that meeting tomorrow?
We said to them, we must meet the VC. It's the VC and the senior executive team. If the VC is not in that meeting, then we are continuing with the protest. We are clear on that.
And then let's just
also to update you, to show that Wits is negotiating in bad faith. While they requested us to a meeting, they have sent a statement that ENS, the litigation service of Wits, is suing the SRC. So currently the SRC is being sued, and tomorrow we are meeting management. We have to ask them about the suing. But I want to state it that the SRC is being sued.
On what premise are they suing you?
I haven't had time to read the entire letter. I still have to read it, and as an SRC will release a statement. Yes.
Okay. So where have you been this time around, and what happens now? Have you asked the students to go back to their residences and reconvene tomorrow?
Students have nowhere to sleep. They're going back to our offices, actually. Those who have residences, they were supporting us and they're staying around. They will go back, refresh and rest. And on Sunday, we are meeting with the students to give them the feedback.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get this right. Saturday, tomorrow, you're meeting management, then Sunday, it's the feedback.
Yes. We are currently writing a statement as an SRC, and I want to tell even all media houses, after that statement, we will have a press briefing. We will invite all of you post our meeting with the Vice Chancellor.
Okay.
And then the Vice Chancellor will be there.
All right. And then what about you said something about the private security being allowed on campus earlier on. We saw there was an altercation with them saying the media must get off campus, and some of the students saying they fear that if the media will be off campus, things may happen. You were also accused of having petrol bombs inside the school. Is that true?
We never had any petrol bombs. If they've ever seen a petrol bomb in the school, they must provide proof of that. Secondly, we are saying to Wits management, we want the media to be inside campus. And actually, we don't need this police in our campuses because we cannot trust South African police services. We are peaceful, there is nothing violent. Let the police leave our campus.
Well, Wits University says they cannot address protesting students' demands as they are based on untrue claims. The SRC is demanding the university register over 6,000 students who have been financially excluded. Wits spokesperson Sharona Patel says the university has never seen this list and questions its validity.
Right now, the university has registered 99% of our students. So that's almost the 37,000, we're on 36,700 or so at the moment. And so almost all of our students are already registered. So I'm not sure where that 6,000 number comes from. And we challenge the media, perhaps ask them to produce the list and have a look at this list. In lists where the only list we've seen are lists which have come through to the Wits Hardship Fund. This is where we've put aside 28 million rand to help students in need. That's for them to register and students to get emergency accommodation. So far, that 28 to 30 million rand has helped about 500 students or so. When we pulled the data yesterday and we looked at students who qualify academically, so those who are doing well, those who are passing, those who should be on our campuses because they're passing and they're doing academically well but don't have funding, we're sitting at around 200 or so. In all the lists that were put forward by the SRC, we've had students there who've have got historic debt. Some of them amount to 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, which they've accumulated. And they've accumulated this debt over many years. And that's because they haven't passed. They've been failing these years. We've got one incident where a student, an engineering student, has been at Wits for 8 years and hasn't completed a first degree. He's still in his second year. So, and he's now demanding funding. So we can't fund students who failed repeatedly. So these, and many of the students on the list, many of the ones who are disrupting and protesting are actually students who failed repeatedly, who have outstanding debt and who can't register now. We are genuinely committed, and we have been over the past 2 or 3 weeks working with the SRC to help fund these students. So it was the 28 million rand for the Wits Hardship Fund. The SRC raised 6 million rand. They've still got a pot of money left, which they can allocate to students. And we matched that 6 million rand, which we've allocated to students as well. In terms of accommodation, those issues have been sorted. We've got our private service providers on board, and they've agreed to the 45,000 rand cap from NSFAS. So students who are NSFAS can move into private accommodation as we speak.